Welcome to the studio here at One to One Golf. Today we're doing a hybrid comparison. We've done a fairway comparison recently, so if you haven't seen that one, click the link below and check that one out. So today we're using the M4. We've got the number 3 hybrid, which is at 19 degrees and it's got a 40.75 inch shaft, against a number 4 hybrid, which is at 22 degrees and it's got a 40.25 inch shaft. So very little difference between the two. We just want to test it to see if it's worth taking that extra risk and will you get that extra benefit from it, or if it's worth staying safe and getting that percentage shot down there. So we hit a few shots down there and let's find out, shall we? Number 3 hybrid up first, 19 degrees, I generally hit about 200 yards. Let's crack it down there and see where we end up, shall we? Split crown address with the colours, so you've got silver and black, does make it nice and easy to line up. So it's a good looking hybrid. You just see on performance and forgiveness. So quite a nice strike, a little bit left, so I've pulled that. So it's probably going to go quite far down there, but it was a little bit left and I want to hit a hybrid really. So 206 yards, ball speed 125, finish 229. That's a good hit. Straight down the middle, right out the centre. 202 carry, 121 ball speed, finish 226. So that's quite interesting. Right, next one. Not bad, a little bit off the bottom. See that higher flight there? So it's come a little bit shorter than the others. So 119, finished 204 and ball speed of 126. So there's a slightly different shot there. So we had one to the left, one boom down there, then one a little bit off the bottom. So quite a mixture, that's fine, that's alright, isn't it really? So it gives us interest rather than cracking all 3 down there, which I wouldn't expect from a 19 degree. So right then, let's have a go with the 22, shall we? Alright, time for our number 4 hybrid, so at 22 degrees. So the previous one went around the 200 yard mark, so it'd be interesting to see how far behind, or is it behind really? Is it worth the risk of the number 3 compared to the number 4? It does look a lot friendlier at address, it feels friendlier, it's shorter, it's got more loft on it so you can see more of the face. So on that hard shot, that hard long shot off the fairway, is it worth taking that extra risk? So let's smack it down there and see, shall we? Does feel easier, definitely feels easier. Nice shot, a little bit of a high flight, which you obviously would expect, just depends on the distance. So that's out carried that miss hit one I did with the 3, so that's quite interesting. So that's carried 195, finished 212 and ball speed of 123, so that's an interesting start. So yeah, another good strike, similar sort of flight. And it's pitched pretty much by that red line. The same sort of figures again, so 197, this time ball speed was 127 and then finished 213. Right then, last ball, let's triple check, shall we? So quite a nice shot, a little bit of a cut to it, so we're interested to see how this one gets on. But yeah, it's pretty close, really close. So carried 198, ball speed of 127, finished 213. Right then, let's have a closer look at those figures, shall we? As you can see from the figures in the screen there, that the number 3 is capable of going further than number 4, which it should do. But there was, on an average there, it was only 7 yards between the two. So is it worth taking that risk of that number 3? So when you're trying those hybrids, try that number 3 against the number 4 and see if there is a significant difference for you, or you're better off to go for that number 4 because there isn't a big enough gap in the distance and it's too big a risk to take on. That's the same with that fairway wood that we discovered, that it was worth taking that low lofted 5 wood compared to the 3 wood, so it's a bit more of an all-rounder, and that's the same with the hybrids really. So you've got that bit more forgiving club, so you can use it out in the rough, off the fairway, off the tee, but you're taking less of a risk. So when you try them, put the two in the mix and see if there is a significant difference between the two, and always go for that slightly friendlier one. It's a hard game, so we've just got to make it easier rather than harder. Any questions or comments, send them through. Give us a good thumbs up, and I'll see you soon.